John, and this is the Homestead Diary. Did you know that we're troublemakers? I mean, myself and the people who associate with us. I never really thought of ourselves as troublemakers. I just thought of ourselves as being independent thinkers. But this pandemic has really brought out the troublemaker in myself and others that I know. And it's brought us together, us troublemakers, in closer association in ways that we never imagined. You know, it was pretty obvious to us early on, late February, early March of 2020. We were looking around and saying, something doesn't seem quite right here. People aren't dying in the streets like they predicted. All this kind of stuff. And I'm not going to get into the whole thing. I mean, we know that the narrative is a bunch of bull, and most people died with it and not because of it. You know, it's just an incredible scam. Not that people haven't died, but it's more related to hospital protocols and different medications that cause renal failure, that sort of thing. But what happened is, in the beginning of 2021, we found two organizations. We found People's Rights, which was meetings were being held at a close friend's house, so that's how we became associated with them. And then I also learned about an organization called Freedom Cell, which is more of a very loosely organized, autonomous sort of, hey, we're going to get together and we're going to talk about how we can set up alternative economies, but we're going to do so as a loosely, not really organized group. And it ends up being mostly people just hanging out and talking about what they'd like to do, although very few people actually do anything, which we learned. But that may very well be purposeful. Anyway, because of our association with these groups, we decided to host a camp out on our property that we were acquiring. And we published it on the Freedom Cell Network Telegram chat and on the People's Rights Telegram chat, and we set up our own chat for it, and ended up having about 100 members in the chat, and we broadcasted far and wide that anybody who was freedom loving should come to this festival, so to speak. No charge to get in. We had live music. We just asked that people take care of the place and maybe chip in a few bucks, and we actually ended up having enough income from it to cover all our expenses. So it was a lot of fun. Probably 150, maybe 200, might be pushing it, but a good group of people, especially for something that we had never done before. And so we do this event, and then about a month later we do an event called Manifest, which is hosted in also in Oregon, but in the Willamette Valley. And same sort of idea, but much more organized. The owner of the property and several other people got a number of very good speakers to come out and professional music acts. I mean, we were just kind of playing, and they really set up something good. They charged admission. I don't remember how much it was. We got in for free because we were helping set up for the thing. And so we did these events, and interestingly enough, right after the Manifest event, my cell phone, which I got in Corvallis, Oregon, with service in Corvallis, Oregon, stopped working for the most part throughout Oregon. Very spotty service, whereas before I had almost flawless service. And then I'm doing some research on the property that we were buying, and I was looking at GIS maps provided by the county. And what do you know? They updated the maps to take photographs, good close-up satellite photographs of the property on the Saturday of the festival that we were holding. And I can pick out individual campers. I know where each person was staying. The photograph is that good. I can't quite recognize people, but I recognize the tents and the campers. Amazing, huh? So we got on somebody's radar, and even though all we were saying is we just want to be left alone, they were literally surveilling us via satellite. I guess that's what happens when you're a troublemaker. You get the attention of the powers that be. And that definitely explains the shitstorm, pardon my French, that has ensued in regards to our local Gleaner group, where it has been under relentless attack ever since that festival. Just an absolutely amazing example of how refusing to bend the knee and refusing to go along with the narrative can cost you a lot. But still, you're free. And I would rather die free than bending the knee like a slave. God bless y'all. Have a good evening.